the professor who is going to take my interview read my documents, and he told me
Okay.
like, why did you choose this university? Why do you want to only do this research? My actually research proposal was artificial sign language translator. That's a really good way of answering.
Actually, I didn't know any story. I mean, completely about you. We didn't actually. I used to talk at least couple of times, but for the first time, I thought of hearing directly and then know from you what happened, how it went. And the last week live about the Tohoku University, I tried to do as a lame person the first hand searching, and I end up
Mhm.
stuck. I couldn't find proper procedure in one shot.
Yeah,
So maybe
I
if you can share your experiences, it will add to the
sure.
previous video also.
Sure, I have a pretty interesting experience. I think people will be very interested in hearing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, which course did you apply, by the way, for master's or PhD?
Actually, my course is integrated masters plus PhD.
Oh, that is an interesting course. Actually, I have, I think while exploring the universities, I have seen this program, integrated masters and PhD,
Yeah,
MS and PhD. So, your bachelor's is from which university affiliated?
my bachelor's is from a third tier college. Actually, I am from Central University of Haryana. It is
Oh.
a government university, but when I did my bachelor's from there, I was only the second batch there. So,
I think that is similar
yeah,
story for us also. We are. I am one of the first university for bachelor's. My engineering also UZ.
uh,
So that is a difficult when you come for a new college. There will be no the seniors feedback or
yeah,
anything. Nothing will be there. It's challenging.
yeah, and the things are not that well set up. Also,
Yes,
I
yes,
think
yes. And
that's.
actually, that's what I used to tell to our people. Like, don't worry about your college. Many times I have. I think this is another story. What I'm hearing from you. There are people
Hmm,
who got succeeded even though they are not from top tier colleges.
yeah.
So that is a interesting thing actually. So, which bag major? What is your major?
So, uh, my majors is computer science and engineering.
Oh,
I graduated in 2021 itself, and in 2021 I did some internship, and from internship I got converted to full time, and right now I'm working as a full time software engineer.
2021 to now, and you got selected for this October.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. 2022 October. Good. And actually, you are from computer science background. I am from mechanical, basically.
Okay.
So there was a question from the participants. Maybe you can answer. I am from other division, so I can comment nearby, but not accurate. Maybe you can comment
Mm-hmm.
better. So
Sure.
how did you choose about this projects or the research in Japan? And our Indian specialization is computer science, but here you'll find some difference. No, how did you choose?
Yeah. So, actually, I'll start from the starting. What happened?
Yes.
So, actually, na I also applied for embassy recommended. Basically, I don't have any research experience, any prior research experience,
Yeah.
right? And my college, as you know, is not that great also. So
Yeah.
when I applied for embassy recommended, I got rejected there. Okay.
Uh,
So yeah.
okay.
So after that, instead of getting disheartened, I thought of what were my limitations. I need to know, and I need to improve on them, and I'll try again. So after analyzing, I found out that first of all, my research proposal, as you already know, I don't have any prior research experience, so it would not be that great as a person having some research experience or a person whom a professor is guiding, right. So
Yes.
I wrote my research paper myself, research proposal myself. I didn't have any person supporting me. So that was the first problem,
True, true.
right. So from that I got to know that the competition would be really fierce in embassy recommended, because professors are helping people write research proposal, and I'm writing a research proposal from myself, so I couldn't even compete with them. I knew that. So from then on onwards, I actually started searching for a professor before improving my research proposal. Okay, so what I did was I started from the sixth university. I took out the list from there's a Times Higher Education ranking, right?
Yes.
I started from the sixth. ranking. Why I started from the sixth is that because I knew I'm not that good, right? I
Yes,
cannot get in
yes.
the top five universities. I thought that. So started from the sixth, and I like I did go till 250 ranking, but there
Yes.
was no like good response from any professors. Some professors said that we don't have actually right now time because we are already supervising some people, and some said that the competition here is really high, so we don't think that you can make it, right? So what I did was, after getting to 250, I there is a book by Travis Senzaki. I think his
Yeah,
blogs are really
yeah,
popular. So
yeah.
there is a book, and I started reading that book. In that book, now there was written that there are some programs called priority graduate programs, and these programs are actually given are given fixed number of slots for MEXT, and
Yes.
they have very narrow criteria for selection. For example, consider a program in computer science, and for that program is if that program is a PGP na, so that program would have very narrow criteria. For example, they would say that we would only want people who are working for 2 years. We would
Yes.
only want people from these specific countries.
Yes.
So it is very narrow criteria, hence the competition there would be low, and selection ratio would be very high there, right?
Yes.
I read that there were 95% chances of getting selected in his book. It was written.
Yes.
So I actually found out that PGP program list, and in that PGP program list, the first program was called AIQDS from Tohoku University. Okay,
AQDS. Okay.
AIQDS.
AIQDS. Okay.
Yeah. So I applied to that program. I actually started going through professor's profile, but most of the professors has had written that I get lot of emails, so please don't email me directly. Email me through a person who knows me, or I'll consider it as a spam. So on Facebook, I found out a professor. He had written a post saying that if people are interested in our lab and they have already gotten the MEXT scholarship, they're welcome to join us. So I asked him that I wanted to apply to this program. Can you please tell me whom should I email, whom should I contact? Can you please become my point of contact? I basically asked him. Okay, so he told me that this is the name of the professor. He is actually leading this program. You can contact him. So after I contacted him. I mailed him. In the first week, I didn't get any reply, and again in next week I followed up. So in the next week, when I followed up, he replied me. He told me that I actually mailed him with my CV. Only my CV was there, and I told him that I was interested in doing masters and PhD in this program. So after doing that, he told me that my profile was really good, and I seemed of good ability, and he wanted to accept me. But actually, he already was supervising two PhD students, so he didn't have any basically free position to guide me. So he recommended to me to another professor. So after mailing that professor, he told me that he would accept me if I pass the exam. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, to apply in this program, now you need actually a professor's approval
Yes.
for supervision. So I got that basically, and after that, I started improving my research proposal because I knew I couldn't get through with this proposal. I actually revised my proposal 6 to 7 times after reading some research papers, right?
Yes.
It was difficult for me, but I actually made it. And after I think 5 6 revisions, I thought that this is good enough. But as you know, I didn't have any experience, so I was not confident enough. So I did send these documents anyways to the university. They actually also require an English exam to be
Okay.
taken. I think I gave TOEIC,
TOEIC. Ah,
and
yes.
yeah, in TOEIC, and because TOEIC has less fees compared to IELTS and other exams, it's only actually 6,000 INR, and the other exam I think are 15 16,000 INR, and the
Yes.
TOEIC is also much easier than these English exams because they in TOEIC you only have listening and you only have reading. Okay, but only some universities and only some program will accept TOEIC. Not all of them will accept TOEIC. So my program actually accepted it. So I gave TOEIC and I got actually 925 marks out of 990. Okay, so after
Nice.
that I sent them my documents, and after I sent them my documents, one more thing, I actually made some mistakes in my documents. Two, three mistakes I had. Then I thought that I definitely I'm not going to pass. But the staff from Tohoku University is really, really nice. They actually corrected my mistakes, right? And after that, the professor who is going to take my interview read my documents, and he told me that my proposal was really good. My documents were really good, and he wanted to give me a chance in interview. So after in the interview was actually only of 15 minutes,
Okay.
right? And in the 15 minutes, he asked me 5 questions, and I had to answer them all. And after that, he asked me if I had any questions. So after that, I asked him some question, and after that interview was over, there was no feedback. If you have given any Indian interview, you actually know the people nods their head, and you can hear it. Basically, you can hear it
True,
in
true,
their
true,
voice,
true. The
right?
response we can understand. Yes.
But in in Japan, they are
Yes.
really professional. You won't be able to understand if it was good or if it was bad.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I didn't knew what to expect. Right, so I waited for my result, and on 11th of March they released the result, and they told me that I have been nominated for the MEXT, and told me that my evaluation during the interview was really good.
Hmm. It's
Yeah.
nice, actually. Good to hear that.
So I think people should not get discouraged, even if they don't have any research experience, or even if they are from a third year college, they should still apply. And if they have good projects, and if they actually know the whole process, how it works, then I think people might get selected. They also need a little bit of luck, I think, and some hard work is also necessary.
Yes, actually, that is true. Many times, even last year, a couple of students have been personally interacted and guided. Couple of them succeeded.
Hmm.
Remaining people, they given up after a few revisions. Even I couldn't get convinced to the proposal level. I mean, as a
Okay.
scholar from IIT, I have some values will be different. We won't get convinced easily. So
Yeah.
what we normally follow, also many people are not reaching. So I'm trying to tell them to get the level up the revisions, but some people given up. But I think I have shared this similar suggestion. That's good to hear from you. Another evidence that efforts won't get wasted.